Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So today I'm here with a review and product demonstration of Eufy's new RoboVac 35C. Now this is the latest and greatest in their flagship RoboVac device. I recently reviewed the 30C and also the 12. This one is the latest iteration and the best and brightest that they have to offer. It still has 1500 PA of suction power. It's 3 times stronger than the original Eufy RoboVac 10 model. So it has tons of suction power. It has 4 different cleaning modes. It has storage capacity for days. It's 0.6 liters of storage space, which is actually quite a bit for a small robot vacuum cleaner like this. So super cool, and it's even a lower profile than in the past, coming in at a whopping 2.85 inches of clearance height. So it'll go under pretty much anything that comes its way. It'll go underneath couches, it'll go underneath tables, it'll go underneath coffee tables. So pretty much everything, really. So it runs at 55 decibels, which is actually really good. It's about 75% quieter than traditional vacuum cleaners. So you get tons of suction power, you get the availability to use it either using the controller, or you can use the app on your phone. Also, so you have multiple different options on how you can control it. You can even use a voice-activated assistant like Google or Alexa if you set it up with one of those enabled devices. It does have a little bit limited functionality whenever you talk about the voice assistant, but you can simply tell it to turn on and turn off, or locate it for you if it goes missing. So before you sit here and listen to me talk all day long, I want to go ahead and talk about the different modes that the robot vacuum cleaner RoboVac 30C has. So we can see here on the controller, you've got a couple different modes there. We've got, so you get the, there we go. So charge, auto clean, edge clean, spot clean, and quick clean. And then it also talks about the different levels of suction power. Hold on one second. This will help out a little bit. There we go. So we have 3 different suction power modes. We have standard boost IQ mode and then max mode, and that will be dictated by the amount of beeps. So 1 beep, 2 beeps, or 3 beeps. Charge mode, that'll send it back home. Auto clean, it does a little bit of edge clean, spot clean, kind of dictates wherever it goes, what kind of suction mode that it needs and what mode to do based off of what it's cleaning. Edge clean, it will find the nearest edge and it will follow along the edges for 20 minutes, and then it will go back to base. And then spot clean will do a little 2-minute spin around in the circle, in a concentric circle, till it will clean one place. And then also quick clean will do 30 minutes of cleaning and then go back to base. So let's go ahead and demonstrate. And this is to change the suction power mode. This is to go back to base to charge. You can use the directional arrows to change which direction the RoboVac goes, so you can drive it. You of course have to point it at the RoboVac to do that. And then this is to start and stop. So there's your auto mode, your edge mode, your spot cleaning mode, and then this one here is your quick clean for 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and try out spot mode first, which is right here. So we'll go ahead and tell it spot mode, and it's going to go around in a circle for 2 minutes and clean a particular area. So if you've got an area that's dirty and you want to get it clean, all you have to do is just put it right in the middle of it and then hit spot clean and you're good to go. And it just goes around and around and around in a nice methodical pattern so that it can pick up whatever is in its path. And at any time, whenever you're using any of the modes, all you have to do is just hit the stop button and it'll stop what it's doing. Now we want to go ahead and test out edge mode. Again, edge mode, that's right here. And it's going to go find the nearest edge. I'm going to help it out a little bit and drive it close to an edge. So you can hold down the up button to manually drive it forward. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and hit that edge clean button. So it's just going to go in a circle until it finds it. There we go. Now I have the magnetic barrier strip on the ground. This might help. I have the magnetic barrier strip on the ground, so it's telling it not to go over there underneath my TV stand. I also have another one here, as you can see, down at the edge of the carpet, so it won't wander off over this way. So it's kind of like a test bed area right now. So it's going to follow along the edge. The couch, of course, is simulating a wall. Whatever it runs into, it's going to follow the edges that it finds for 20 minutes, and then it will stop, and then it'll go back to the base station. Again, we'll go ahead and stop. I'll drive it back over here to the center. Now I'll put it in quick clean mode. In quick clean mode, we'll go for 30 minutes. Again, that's this one right here. 30 minutes of different various modes. And just for an illustration, so it's going to come all the way over here until it hits the boundary. And it's going to turn. So it's just going to do this for half an hour. Now it doesn't have any sensors built into it that tell it what areas it's cleaned and what areas it hasn't cleaned. So that's one of the unfortunate downsides of the Eufy RoboVac series. But what it makes up in intelligence and sensors, it has the ability to go for a very long time. It will clean for, I believe it's 80 minutes before it will run out of battery time. So that's plenty of time to get anything clean. Of course, you can run the 30-minute mode, this quick cleaning mode that we're doing now, for quite a while. Now, one thing I do want to highlight is those little magnetic strips there. So I've got the magnetic strip here on the front, and I've got one over there on the side as well, over by the edge of the carpet. So you can set these up, you can cut them smaller. Don't cut them down the middle, cut them in sections. You can cut them in sections and you can put them places where it's not just one long barrier, but it keeps it away from cords, outlets, different things like that. So troublesome areas that you don't want it to get stuck in. It comes with 2 sets of brushes, which is also nice. It comes with an extra filter. It's got a 1-year warranty. And it works really fantastically. Now the strips are only 6.6 feet long, or 2 meters. One of the downsides is that it only comes with 1, so I would recommend picking up some more. You can get some additional ones online through Amazon. I think it's like $16.99 that you can get them, so you can put extra ones wherever it is that you might need them. So I'll go ahead and put this back in the center over here. All right, so a little bit extra, I'll go ahead and talk about the app. So the app will allow you to control your RoboVac. So here we go, we have our app. And you can see here it has a control set up on it just similar to the actual control. Of course, let me adjust the lighting now. Too much light. There, that might help a little bit. All right, now you can see. So it's a simulation of the actual controller. Now you go to the modes here, it pops up all the modes. Just like on the remote control, you've got charge. Sorry, charge in there. You have auto clean, edge clean, spot clean, and quick clean. So you're 4 different modes that will allow you to tell your RoboVac to start cleaning. Hit the X, go back. You can go to schedule. In schedule, you can set it up for a certain time that you would like it to clean. It'll come off the dock, it'll clean, and then once it's done, it will go back once the battery gets low or the routine is finished. What it does is it will use the previous routine that you used right here. RoboVac will start cleaning in the last mode selected on that device. That's another unfortunate limiting factor of these RoboVacs, is that you can't pick what mode that you want them to start in. So if the last mode you used was spot mode, then it's going to leave and go do spot mode. Or if you put it in quick clean mode, then it's going to leave and go to quick clean mode. So it doesn't default to a single mode. It won't allow you to select the mode. It just uses whatever the previous mode that you used was. So that's an unfortunate thing. but you can set a different one. Well, you can set a different schedule for each day, but still it's going to be limited to whatever the last mode you used was. You can hit the home button. It'll go back to home. So there we go. And it's going home. So I'll let you watch the docking process. Ta-da! And now it's docked. So here we also have find. I guess it won't do find whenever it's docked. All right, let's try it now. There you go. So you can ping it and you can find it that way. All right, we'll get back on the dock. There you go. All right, so that's pretty much it as far as using the controller. You can use the different directional arrows on here as well. Unfortunately, whenever you're using the directional arrows, if you hold it down on the controller, it'll continuously spin or it'll continuously drive. But with the directional arrows on the app, it just moves it in small increments. So that's kind of annoying as well. But overall, the cleaning ability, the suction power, and all the other wonderful things that RoboVac 35C does, it gives it some strong contention points for purchasing at $299, especially considering the equivalence in suction power and capabilities, and also the integration to your smart home, which is actually nice. I almost missed that part. With the smart home, what you can do is you can tell your Google Assistant or Alexa, you can say, okay, tell RoboVac to start cleaning, and it will. So like I have a Google Assistant in my room, said, okay, Google, tell RoboVac to start cleaning, and it will. Two limitations on that. You have to have, see, it heard it all the way in the other room. All right, let's see if it'll pick it up again. Okay, Google, tell RoboVac to stop cleaning. All right, see, it heard me all the way in the other room. So it actually works pretty well. I'm glad that it was able to do that for the Smart Assistant. And you can also tell it to locate your RoboVac as well, and it will ping it just like it did on the controller. But you have to be able to use it on 2.4 gigahertz wireless router. So you either have to have a 2.4 gigahertz wireless router, or you have to have a dual band, and then you have to connect to the 2.4 gigahertz wireless router to get it to work. Now, it works fine once you do that, but like I said, it's limited in the voice commands that you can do. You have to go into your Google Home or your Alexa app and set it up properly so you can get it to configure with the EufyHome App so that it will work. But once you figure all that out and get it to work, it works fine as I just illustrated. So overall, some solid features, some great suction power, it cleans great, plenty of extra accessories. You can pick up more magnetic boundary strips, so if you have a small area to clean, you can cut it in smaller sections and make it more fine-tuned to your cleaning experience, or if you just put it in a room and let it go. Of course, it's only going to be as useful as the amount of obstacles you have for it to clean. So if you have a bunch of children, you have a bunch of toys on the ground, you have a cluttered up room that has things all over the place, wires everywhere, this really isn't going to be for you, and it's not going to work the way that you would like for it to. But if you have a nice, clean, open environment, you set these strips up right, it'll clean everything incredibly well, especially whenever you program it. If you put it in the quick cleaning mode, it'll come off the dock on your schedule whenever you need it to, and it'll clean, and then it'll go back. So it's kind of nice. It works out well, but you're going to be limited by how clean the area is and what you want it to do. But again, this is the demonstration and review for the RoboVac 35C. Hopefully you found this helpful, and this has been a good demonstration for you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I will certainly get back with you. And as always, thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.